Hey everyone, and welcome back to Book Breakdowns, the place where we break down life's biggest lessons into simple, actionable ideas you can use every single day. Whether you're here for personal growth, financial wisdom, or just some good stories, you're in the right spot. Today we're diving into one of my favorite topics, the psychology of money. It's not just about numbers or budgets. It's about behavior, emotions, and the hidden forces that shape how we think about wealth, happiness, and freedom. As Morgan Housel says, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. And by the end of this video, you'll walk away with practical tips to help you take control of your time, avoid human pitfalls, and build a life that truly feels fulfilling. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump in. Oh, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.
Chapter 1.
Let's
Chapter
grow
1.
together.
No one's crazy. Not really. We all like to think we're rational, like there's some universal rule book everyone follows. But here's the thing. No one's crazy. Not really. We all make decisions based on our own experiences, beliefs, and even the stories we tell ourselves about how the world works. And that's why what seems totally logical to you might feel completely nuts to someone else. Imagine this. Two people grow up in the same town, but their families handle money differently. One family saves every penny, clipping coupons and skipping vacations to build a nest egg. The other spends freely, taking big risks on investments or flashy cars because they believe in chasing opportunities. Fast forward 20 years, and these two kids are now adults with very different ideas about what smart financial behavior looks like. Neither is wrong, they're just shaped by their unique life scripts. Here's an analogy. Think of money as water. Some people see it as a calm lake, something to preserve and protect. Others see it as a rushing river, always moving and needing to be reinvested. Who's right? Well, both can work depending on your goals and mindset. So pause for a second and ask yourself, what shaped your view of money? Was it your parents, a teacher, maybe a tough lesson early in life? Understanding where your perspective comes from is key to making better decisions today. Now, let me share a story from the book. There was a guy named Ronald Reed who worked as a janitor his whole life. He lived modestly, drove an old car, and never splurged on fancy things. When he passed away, people were shocked to discover he'd left behind millions of dollars. How did he do it? Simple. He saved consistently over decades. On the flip side, there's Richard Fuscone, a former finance executive who threw lavish parties at his mansion, including one where guests danced above a glass-covered swimming pool. Sounds fun, right? But guess what happened next? His extravagant lifestyle caught up with him, and his house ended up in foreclosure. What's fascinating isn't just the contrast between these two men, it's how they represent two extremes of human behavior. Ronald played the long game. Richard chased short-term thrills. And while none of us may end up exactly like either of them, we all fall somewhere on that spectrum. Okay, here's another question for you. Do you lean more toward patience or instant gratification when it comes to your finances? Are you willing to wait years or even decades for compounding to work its magic? Or do you prefer seeing results sooner rather than later? The takeaway here is simple yet profound. Our financial habits aren't random. They're deeply rooted in our pasts, our environments, and the lessons we absorb along the way. Recognizing that helps us understand not only ourselves, but others around us. Before we move on, take a moment to reflect. If you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice about money, what would it be? Write it down if you can. It might surprise you how much clarity that brings. All right, that wraps up Chapter 1, No One's Crazy. Let me know when you're ready for Chapter 2, and we'll keep exploring the psychology of money together.